It's me, Jacen Bowman, celebrity makeup artist and BR beauty expert representing Black Radiance. I'm so glad you guys are here with me today. Also, I guess I gotta tell y'all this too. Well, for those that don't know, I'm also the overall iconic mother of the House of Prodigy, and I'm sitting here with my daughter, the mother of the Philadelphia chapter of the House of Prodigy, Victoria Lynn. So, daughter, how you feeling?
I'm excited. Like I said, I'm extremely excited. We got all these beautiful colors you're about to test out on his face. I'm definitely ready and excited.
So if you guys are wondering, how is this my daughter? Like, you know, all those type of connotations. We're going to talk about this later in an exclusive conversation between me and Victoria. As you guys know, right now, we're suffering a pandemic. We are experiencing coronavirus. We are also dealing with the protests and brutality of George Floyd. We have marches and protests happening all across the globe. So we want to kind of sit down, have an intimate conversation, and talk about what Black Pride means to us. Because as you guys know, I can't stress this enough, my shade is everything. And I'm not talking about throwing shade. I'm talking about my skin tone shade. So join me as I introduce a whole new shade collection. We got new foundations, we got new Metalicious lipsticks, we got new Metalicious lip glosses, and I get to do my daughter's face. So are you guys ready? Are you ready?
I'm so ready. Anytime you get to play on this face, I'm always
Wait a minute, so you be saying I'm playing?
No, well no, it's never a playing.
Oh,
but
okay.
you know, anytime you touch your skin,
touch your
I'm
skin.
so ready.
Okay, cool. So guys, join the conversation. I'll be sure to tell you guys what I'm using and why I'm using it. Are you ready? Let's go. So, daughter, question.
Mm-hmm.
At what age did you know that, you were born in the wrong body?
To be honest, quite frankly, I've always known. It was just no specific time. It was just, I'm just trying to figure out exactly who I was and what I was, because I've always didn't identify with the body that I was in. So, just being able to freely express it was when I was a lot older, like at the age of 18, but being so when I knew from a young age, like at the age of 4 or 5 or something like that.
And what was your relationship like with your biological family as far as supporting your transition?
I think at the age when I transitioned to 18, so I kind of forced them on that. It was it's either you love me or you don't.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they were more so afraid of something happening to me and them not expressing that love, that they just opened up and just accepted me for who I was.
Right. So when did you discover makeup?
Oh, when I transitioned.
And what was the first product that you remember getting? Was it a lipstick? Was it?
It was definitely foundation.
Okay.
It was definitely foundation. They're like, this gives you all clear skin. I'm like, what do you mean clear skin? You got bumps. So it was definitely foundation. And then from the foundation, it was mascara and eyeshadow or something like that.
Okay. So tell me about the first time that you wore a red lipstick. What was it like for you?
I was extremely scared because I have dark lips and when I was younger, my teeth weren't extremely as bright as they are now, so I was extremely scared. But once I was able to maneuver it, how I learned how to just darken the outline of the lip just to make it look more suitable for my dark complexion and my dark lips. So I would probably say around the age of 23 is when I first started experimenting with red lips.
So talk to me about your first time entering ballroom.
Oh my God.
What was going through your mind? What did you expect? What were you scared?
I was definitely hella scared. I didn't know exactly what I was walking into, but I seen that there was a group of people like me enjoying themselves and having fun. And that's what kind of attracted me to it.
Looking back through ballroom, you walked a multitude of categories. in your opinion, what is the one category that you enjoy walking the most?
To be honest, I enjoy walking realness the most. And a lot of people will probably disagree with me because they feel like it's not fun or it's the least, most looked after category in the ballroom scene or whatever. But it actually shows my progression and who I am and who I became as a woman. And the people that's been around for a long time, they definitely have seen the outcome or just seen the progression that I put into myself, not necessarily ballroom, which allowed me to shine a little bit brighter in the ballroom because I gained a confidence within myself, within my transition, that kind of, you know, shines so bright that when I enter the ball, people can see it. Mm-hmm. So it kind of made it a little bit more exciting for me.
So what does ballroom mean to you?
Ballroom means to me, it is our, for the LGBT community, I feel like it is our sense of fun. It is our chance to escape the reality of the situation of whatever we're going through and just become the girl or the boy or whoever we are. You know, we go through a multitude of things just in life, like as right now the pandemic, and then you have the riots and everything else. So to be able to, you know, escape into a world where as though none of that is irrelevant at the moment, you know, you're coming out here to showcase a talent or beauty or whatever you possess, it feels good to just forget about the rest of the world. So ballroom for me is an scapegoat and also an amazing experience.
Okay.
Can I ask you a question?
Oh, sure. Ask me. Yeah.
So when you first walked in the ball, what was the reaction that you got? Like, what was it for you walking into a ball?
For me, walking into a ball was really like a place that I didn't even know existed. So, you know, I found out about ballroom because I met Alvernian Prestige at the Gallery Mall down in Philly. And I was 16 years old. I was with one of my friends. I didn't even really understand what it meant to be gay.
Right.
I just knew that I was attracted to men. I used to think the guys were cute. So the crazy part is like when Alvernian had first told me about it, it was like a whole modeling thing. He was like, you know, I want you to model for Prestige Entertainment. And I'm like, who's this weirdo? And like,
right, where did you come from?
Like, we're talking about a time, y'all, where like I had a beeper. And it wasn't even, like, there was no such thing as cell phones yet. So we had a beeper and we went to a payphone. So fast forward, I was in my senior year of high school. I had lived up in East Oak Lane. My mom, well, you know, I was a church person. I was really heavily involved in school, National Honor Society, debate team, all those things. So being a sheltered kid, I didn't know what it was like to experience going out. Like, I used to have to sneak going to Dance's nightclub down in Philly. I used to sneak to go to Dance's. But anyway, when Alvernian first brought me in the house meetings and my first time going to a ball, I remember so vividly because that was the first time that I ever met someone who looked like Lil' Kim to me. And that was Ashley Icon. So like Ashley Icon, she had a little two-piece orange number on, blonde curly hair. And I was like, who is this lady? Like, she is cute. Like, who is this? And she was like, hey, come here, cutie, where you going? I was like, I'm looking for I guess my dad, Alvernian. She was like, oh, you my nephew. Oh, okay, come on, I got your nephew. But I never knew that she was a trans woman. I never knew nothing about that. You gotta think about something. At 16 years old, I thought that drag queens were scary. Right. I was so intimidated by drag. The movies, the makeup, the loudness, it was just too much for me. So meeting her was my first time that I ever could say like, that was the first trans woman I ever came in contact with.
Amazing. That's amazing. So another question, where do you build the confidence to get up and just be like, regardless to what these 10 or 12 people or 7 or however many people are out there judging you, where do you get the confidence to just get up and just go out there and do it continuously? And not only do it so effortlessly, whereas though it doesn't look like you're even trying.
It's funny, like, you know, growing up, I've always been somebody who has been the center of attention. Mm-hmm. Whether I wanted it or whether I just walked into a room and it just happened. I always say that I have an ordained light over top of me, and with that ordained light, it brings people's curiosity. So either they're curious to get to know me, they're curious to speak to me. It's the same thing in ballroom. Like when I enter ballroom and I walk a category, I know that I'm supposed to enter this building and hashtag feel it. Like that's the moment for me to feel it. Like for you to see me, for you to understand me, for me to walk past you and the wind blow. Like,
exactly.
That's how I always looked at it. So when I 20 years in the game, you know what I'm saying, over 20 now, that's what it is for me. Like it really is like that moment for me to feel the most confident. And I didn't always feel the most confident. Like, so it's crazy walking the face category. I remember I used to think that I was cute, but I didn't see the big deal. Like, I didn't see why. What's the hoopla? Like, why all these girls going crazy? Like, oh, you look like Genuine. Oh, you look like Mace. Because, I mean, it depends on, where my weight is at.
Right.
But I didn't get it. So then when I started walking face and I was like, oh, I could walk a category that's about how good I look. Like, oh, that's lit. Like, let me do that. So I did it. I've had my trials and tribulations because I don't think that I meet the standard of what beauty represents for ballroom, because we shine away from celebrating people who have ethnic features. We all want that European straight nose, that European jawline, that real chiseled face. But I do know for a fact I got face because you're looking right at me.
Right.
And that's always in my attitude.
So once you're confident in yourself.
Yeah, once you're confident in yourself, it doesn't matter. Them 12 judges can say I'm unattractive, they can kiss my ass. At the end of the day, you're looking at me. You see what I'm doing, right? You feel my energy, right?
Right.
Oh, okay, I got you.
That's what it's about. So self-confidence is very important.
Very important.
You have to know it before anybody else can know it.
So my former life, I used to be a hairstylist, right?
That's right.
So that's why I'm able to get some hair, a little zhuzh. But I don't want to do hair, but I can do a little motherly duties, child. And now we're going to set this look off by using my favorite Black Radiance setting spray. It's the Dewy spray. So yeah, here we go. Can you close your eyes? So we don't want to completely drown her in this guy. We want to make sure we give her enough so it gives her skin a nice, dewy, supple finish.
How important is this?
This is so important. Let me say something. This is dessert. Without setting spray, your makeup is not going to last, it's not going to bind together, and it's not going to eliminate that powdery finish. I really love our dewy setting spray. It's very luminous, it's very light. Even the applications you guys can see, it's like a nice fine mist, so it's not like squirting and spitting in your face. So really good. And you can also put it on your hands and your legs and give you nice luminous feeling to it.
So it's like all-in-one.
All-in-one, yeah. Close your eyes. So guys, after all that deliberating, I finally decided to go with my top choice, which is the top choice. This top choice Metalicious lip gloss is amazing. It's soft, buttery, cruelty-free. Matter of fact, I'm gonna stop being so makeup artist about it, and I'm gonna let Victoria tell you guys how it feels on her lips.
I mean, it's extremely smooth. It doesn't feel like it's a lot of product on my lips where so it's weighing it down. I'm definitely approving of the smooth consistency of it. Like I said, it's a very, very nice lip. It doesn't feel dry or drying your lips out. I enjoy every bit of it.
So, with me doing your makeup again for the millionth time, what was the best part about today's application?
To be honest, I think it was just definitely trying out the different colors of the lips because I'm a normal girl, so I particularly stay to very normal colors. So just trying outside of the box colors like the purples and the blues and the reds was definitely an excitement.
So what she's saying, y'all, she's kind of a boring girl. She usually wears the nudes, and you know how I feel about nudes. And since it's Pride Month, we're going to also now shift gears, have an intimate conversation with me and Victoria, just talking about what Black Pride means to us. So we're going to talk about Stonewall. We're going to talk about her experience as a trans woman, growing up in this LGBTB plus community. And you'll get to hear some exclusive things about how I feel about what's going on currently in the world today.